I'm nervous about this for some reason. Now, Pryor and I go way back together. I want him to have a good time here, but I'm always afraid I'll do something to screw up a show that I'm particularly concerned about. But I have a secret when I do that. I walk around like Bob Hope, and I have his confidence. I was showing the audience. You want to see Hope's walk? Hey, how about... it'd be almost impossible to overpraise Richard Pryor's career, and I don't need to tell you how funny he is. If you just landed on a boat from outer Mongolia, he may be new to you, but he's a thoughtful and just a dazzling comic, and I'm very jealous of him. So I can't even introduce him. I'm grateful that he's here. I'm going to let Bob Hope do it. Hey, how about that Pryor? Isn't he something? Richard Pryor right here. Stay here and see how long they do it. Have a seat. Huh.
Thank you very much. What?
Oh, great.
You know, I thank you very much. That was a very nice thing you said about me in the beginning.
Yeah, what was it?
That I appreciate it coming from you. Thank you very much.
Was it nice?
I liked it.
Yeah. The last time I saw you, we were freezing our off.
Yeah.
In, what was the name of it?
Killeen, Texas.
Killeen, Texas, yes.
Yes, just before the revolution.
Yeah. We were on a show called Operation Entertainment, and I don't know what we had done to deserve being sent to that part of the world in that temperature.
I don't know, it was great though. It was like all these army people and tanks.
Guns, soldiers everywhere.
And we couldn't get into it with the guns and stuff, and they didn't like us. I remember that. They go, oh, you don't want to carry no gun?
Yeah. Well, we were both kind of new in the business. They had several acts. I guess we can tell this now.
Jimmy Dean was like was he the host?
I was the host.
Oh, you were the host?
Yeah.
I didn't know that, Dick. Honest, I didn't know you were the host. Because you were like a little kid backstage.
I know. You kept calling me Jimmy and saying, sing Big Bad John, and I didn't know what to do. No, but it was the great, do I need to say the great? Louis Armstrong Band was there.
Yes.
Freezing in the middle of Texas. It was not a day to be a brass monkey. Older people know that reference.
Okay.
Yeah.
I remember that's where I met Louis Armstrong, and I walked in his dressing room. I said, how you doing, Louis? He said, white folks still in the lead.
White folks still in the lead. I've never heard that before. That's marvelous. I heard some alarming news that you're a much mellower Richard Pryor now, and I thought, Lord, he won't come out here and nod off on us.
Well, I'll tell you. No, he won't come. This is nice, Jack. What's that?
Yes, Dick, I understand what you mean.
I see what you mean. Yeah. I have no idea why a magnifying glass is here, nor a bust of, who is that?
Napoleon's sister.
I thought I could swear it was Jane Pauley. I don't know who these people are. And here we have a bear fighting a bull, for those who want to know what the knickknacks are on the stage.
This is a nice theater.
Isn't this a wonderful place?
I've never been in here before. I'm never coming back either.
Well, can't resist getting laughs now and then.
No, I can't.
I don't know if you heard the part in the introduction I was talking about, Murphy talking about how inspired he gets just by watching your, I think it's the one called Richard Pryor in Concert. Was that your first?
Yes.
Yeah. And And Bob Hope, whom I mentioned, went to see Pryor at Midnight. What's the exact title of that one, on the Sunset Strip?
On the Sunset Strip. Bob Hope did?
Yeah, he did.
That's
He said, I heard all about this guy, and I had to go catch him, you know, and that's it.
Yeah, I met him once on the Merv Griffin show.
Well, your backgrounds are so similar. That's probably why they booked you on the show together. It was a theme show, was it? Now, that's interesting to me. Can you identify in any way with Hope? You are, in fact, there are things that connect you. You both
No, he
come up
made me
the-
laugh a lot of years.
Yeah, and you came up the hard way in comedy together.
Yeah, he used to be a boxer, you know.
Packy East was his name.
Yeah, and he's a funny man,
Yeah.
and he works hard.
He was the only boxer who had to be carried into the ring. 2, 3, 4. But I want to tell you, there are people, though, saying, hey, have you talked to Pryor lately, or Richard, as they call you if they don't know you, that he has mellowed out a good deal lately, and he's a little more serious now. I have a suspicion why that might be, but maybe you...
What is your suspicion?
Do I have to go-
What is your suspicion?
do I have to go first?
Please?
Well, I think it's that you're doing a much more serious thing now in one sense, in that you're got the responsibility of being a producer, writer, all-around man, so to speak. And then God knows what you've survived in the last few years. I would think anybody would have mellowed, and maybe you're at a point in your life where you're thinking, you know, I really don't need it as much as I did.
You're wrong.
So, then I thought,
No, I think I could put it up. I could put it more succinctly. I just think it's like I got tired of being.
see,
You know,
that's
you
what I
go-
wanted to say, but I didn't know if you could say succinctly on television.
Yeah.
So I'm going to shut up more during this show because I so rarely get together with you, and it's going to go by too fast. Now, Mr. Murphy, Eddie, your buddy, who you finally met after some time, thanks to, I think, People magazine. Had you met before that when they brought you together for a cover story?
I met him on a plane one time, and he come up to me and said, "Hi, I'm Eddie Murphy."
Yeah.
You know, he sat down next to me, and we rode back from California. I gave him a ride home.
Yeah.
That was the first time.
Well, he had you to look at and watch and so on, and you. Is there any specific person who paved the way for you? You know what I mean? When you were coming along.
Starting with Red Skelton.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
All
Abbott
back.
Costello, Jerry Lewis, Lee Martin,
Yeah.
all that.
Right.
You know, Benny, Bob Hope.
Did you sit in the darkened movie house as a kid and think I'm going to be up on that screen someday ever?
I sat in the movie house. One time, I wanted to meet Little Beaver.
Yeah.
And I went to the movie, and I saw him, and I timed it. When he was off the screen, I knew he'd be backstage. And I could go talk to him.
Are you serious?
Yeah, and so I watched again, you know, and I went, and he said, "Okay, now." I went backstage. And I went backstage, and he wasn't there. And I was standing looking, and I could see this image up on the screen. I remember seeing, and the guy said, "What are you doing back here?" He says, "Waiting to see Little Beaver." I said, "You crazy, get out of here. Ain't no Little Beaver." And that was like discouraging. I didn't understand that. You know, I said, "Little Beaver is not here." But I saw him up on the screen.
I used to think the people were behind the screen because otherwise how could we hear their voices? That's what I used to think when I went to the movies. My wife used to look in the radio to see if the little people were in there.
You were married at that age?
This was last summer, which is really startling, but I think that was a universal thing with kids. They never told you where were those people up there.
I used to leave the theater and wonder in my mind, I said, I wonder if Tony Curtis goes to the bathroom.
Yeah.
You know, I just couldn't imagine movie stars going to the bathroom.
I know. Well, I thought they had people to do it for them. I really didn't know that. No, that's right, you couldn't. And also, at a very, very early age, I thought, I never heard of a movie star dying. Of course, that seems to be, as we sit here now, all you do hear about. But
I remember
as a
meeting
kid thinking,
Gene Autry when I was a kid.
You met him?
Yeah, in Champion.
Where, in a parade? They
No,
come to your
they
town?
were at the Armory. They did a show. He used to do shows.
Wow.
And I met Lash LaRue.
Sure.
Yeah, at the carnival. My uncle worked the carnival.
Yeah.
So I went to the carnival with him one weekend. And Lash LaRue was there. And I got to go up and meet him. And there he was, drunk. Hi, kid. I thought it was Fuzzy Q Jones, you know.
Oh, no.
Oh, well, hello, youngster.
Of course, as we know, he was pretending to be.
Yes, yes, of course.
Actors often do that as a joke. Trying to think what my first big disillusionment was like that. There was one. I can't remember what it was now, but it was very similar to that, where I heard it. I saw a guy being nasty to an underling or something, and I thought you'd always been a great hero of mine. You know? A friend of mine, much older than either of us, went backstage once in time to see Houdini slap a man in the face for folding his shirt wrong or something.
He was doing the head trick.
The head trick.
It wasn't really a slap.
Disappearing cheek.
Yes.
If you're not going to light a cigarette and be a bad influence on older people.
Don't intend to.
No, any vices you have are fine with me. By the way, did you see that odd thing that happened at the beginning? I didn't mean to leap into this right away, but I said when Pryor is hot, and the audience being several steps ahead of me or to the side of me, must have, you honestly thought I was trying for a joke referring to when you set yourself on fire? Is that what you thought, folks?
I thought they thought that when you said he was hot, it meant sexually.
Oh, sexually. Is that what it was? Oh, no. Oh, isn't that funny? I never associate sex with California, you see, so I never would. Isn't that funny how we took that an entirely different way?
Yes.
You know, I've got to confess something to you now. I meant at least 10 times to write you a letter at that time.
You did?
And I never did.
Well,
I can't
I got it through the ether and the earth.
Oh, did you?
I got your thoughts. Thank you very much.
No, I really, I still will. I felt bad about that, but I thought, how do I know he remembers me?
Be nice. I'd like to read those kind of letters, and I'm glad you. Hope you get out of the hospital soon, Rich. That's the way to start.
Yeah.
And sorry that you burned up, and I know you're in great pain, but I care about you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you, Rich.
You got thousands of them.
Oh, that time, yeah, I got a bunch of letters. A lot of nice people out there.
Maybe that was my excuse. I figured he'd never get mine, but it's not a very good excuse. If you had to take some artifact from your career, a tape, a film, something for the time capsule, and they could say this is for the time capsule and we can only take one thing, would it be one of your stand-up concerts or one of your movies?
Yeah, I would take the live in concert.
Yeah. I wonder, is that because somehow, even though your films have been successful, they've never really shown what you can do best in film, maybe?
I had a lot of fun doing that, you know, and I didn't know that it would be successful at all. I thought these guys were crazy, you know, paying me money to film it. You know, and they filmed it.
Oh, to film the concert?
Yeah, and I said, why did the guy want to do that? It's dumb. So he did it, and it was successful, and I think that's why I like it. Because, you know, I like it because people accepted me in doing my act, and that made me happy about that.
I know how you'd feel, though. You figure, but you got to be there to enjoy a concert, and to watch it on a screen isn't the same thing. But apparently they did it skillfully so that you did have that. I felt I was there, and I laughed.
It was raw. That's what I liked about it. It wasn't slick at all. You know? No, they didn't know what they were doing.
So it's got a rough look to it that you like.
You know,
not too slick, doesn't look edited or glossed up or any of that stuff.